Oh, we need to learn how to fall asleep with our eyes open. I've seen that. Yeah, somebody, they were like an academy person.
Cambry, I'm not putting this in the vlog.
I know, for the policemen, but they
Well,
train themselves
okay,
on
so tell
steakhouse.
us later.
Okay. Tell us later.
On to the next. Okay, Man of Sorrows.
This was mostly Callie. Callie had some long hours on this one.
Yes.
I think this one took the longest to film
I think it did.
out of the 4 we filmed.
like everything else was outside, right?
Yes.
And this one was inside, which we had never really filmed inside. All of the 2 other music videos we had done had been outside. So inside was kind of really a weird thing to work with because you didn't just have the natural light.
It was a 4-level house, old house that they were like
It was like an old
redoing
mill.
and stuff.
Yeah.
It was kind of like an old mill.
It had
But-
so much junk in it. It's not even funny.
But a lot of it was cool. The last verse of Man of Sorrows, that room up top was the highest.
top room.
Was the top room.
We were so afraid we were going to fall through that floor because they were like, dance around and stomp your feet. And so I'm like stomping and I feel kind of the floor shift.
And if you
And I
were
was like,
underneath,
y'all,
you would see
I'm
dirt
just going to
fall.
act. I'm not going to really do it because it was so
It was that
scary.
That
It was
wooden floor
cold.
on the top was thin.
I don't think it had a subfloor on it. I think it was just the hardwood floors.
It was flimsy. It was a little scary.
Yeah, like if you went to the floor below it and you were just standing there, and if you looked close enough, you could see like dust and dirt falling through the cracks. Not cool.
But that house ended up working perfectly. That was actually the music video that we were kind of stumped on what to do for that one. We decided to make it more performance driven, where it was us performing the song rather than like a storyline and acting happening in it.
Montage.
They decided every verse we're going up to the next floor. So we're working our way up the house. It starts out with me walking up those stairs.
No, it starts off with the silhouette.
Oh yeah, it starts
out with moi.
That's right. So a funny story. Those silhouettes, our producer, Alex,
Gonna have a stand.
was going to have Casey and Cambry stand and play their instruments. We get up there and he goes,
I forgot y'all are giants.
yeah, we are tall. All you saw was like their torso. And so he ended up finding that old chair that he goes, y'all can just sit down and play your instruments in front of the window and it'll still give the same effect. And that old chair worked so perfectly. And that was one of the cool junk things inside the house that we got to use. It was stuff you couldn't make up. There was cobwebs in there. I mean, what you see was like a perfect scenery. Anyway.
The lace was already there.
Yes.
Okay, so there was one take I don't think we used, but it was during the second verse whenever we, me and Casey are playing the mandolin and the violin in that room. And
Together.
Callie kind of like turns into that room. So they originally had it where we did that and then they were going to flip the camera and me and Casey had to get to the other side. Casey could not move fast enough like every single time.
I
They
would
were like,
either
"Casey's
rush it or I would be behind.
Yeah,
I couldn't
Casey,
do it.
Like, it would be hilarious because, like, I would move and then, like, you'd see, like, half a second later, Casey would move and they'd be like, cut, Casey, you gotta move.
We decided not to use those.
A funny story on the staircase that I was walking up. So that whole
It was cold in there.
That whole house had no heat, no air. I'm walking up the stairs and our producer is telling me you cannot look down. You have to keep your eyes on the camera the whole time. You just can't look down. Well, the problem is I'm in 3-inch high heels and these stairs are pretty, I mean,
and narrow.
I don't know. To me, they felt steep, but it's probably because I was in 3-inch high heels. I think it was pretty normal. I said, there's no way I cannot look down in these heels. And I said, can I just do it barefoot? And he said, yeah, that's fine. I take off my shoes and there is nails, guys, all over this house. So
It was under construction.
I am trying to make sure, you know, I don't injure myself. I was determined nothing was going to puncture these suckers. And so they made sure the path was clear where I could walk and everything. I bet I did that.
The lighting was so hard on that one.
I bet I walked up those stairs. I'm not joking. I bet I did it
100 times.
No, I bet I
50.
did it 50 times. Because they were trying to fix the lighting. I was having to make sure I didn't lean or slump walking up the stairs, that my eyes stayed up. And I had to walk up those stairs and practice measuring by muscle memory how tall those steps were, so I would not, I hit my big toe like, I don't know, at least one good time. And
I didn't know if our producer was gonna live, honestly. After like the 5th time Callie went up the stairs, I was like,
but
she's
I will tell you what,
it was worth it.
it was worth it. And I'm so glad he worked with me and was patient with me, because I was having to work through some.
Stub toes.
You don't know what I'm going through. Yeah, in a
I'm gonna
dress.
work through some stub toes.
I was really pleased with how that turned out. And it was so cool, because the acapella section, that light that's streaming in, that's the sunlight from the upper room.
That's a light.
They had to fix the lights
yeah,
to
that's
point down
right.
the staircase.
Never mind, but it was still a really cool shot.
That's right.
It looked like
Their
sunlight.
height wasn't it Isaiah?
No,
No,
they just balanced it.
they just fixed it.
Oh, they just fixed a big light where it was shining through.
Fixed like 3 lights.
That's right. I remember that. That house could have not been
Any better?
any better.
It was
Yeah.
perfect.
That was such a godsend.
Well, I think that wraps up the behind the scenes of those 2
Are you getting
videos.
sleepy?
A little bit. Hope y'all enjoyed this video.
See ya.